What's up, honeys? In today's video we're going to be talking about Az putting out a video where she's going to talk about everything, every single thing she said. Y'all can ask her anything, she gonna answer it. Are y'all here for it? That's the question of today's video before we get into the honey for today's tea. Definitely let me know in the comment section your thoughts, and definitely make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any other videos that I put out on this channel. Let's get into it. I hope y'all enjoy. Hey honeys, how's everybody doing? I know that we are all still, like I said on my other video on my other channel, we're all still inside. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you all are eating well. What are some things that you've been doing while we're all staying inside to pass the time? I would love to hear about that. And what are some good foods that y'all have been trying since we all have been staying inside? Like I've been seeing, on Instagram, some people have been cooking some really interesting recipes, and I'm here for it. Speaking of some things that I'm here for, are y'all here for Az telling it all, honey? Are y'all here for it? I just need to know, are y'all here for it? Yes, no, let me know in the comment section below. What are y'all's thoughts, okay? A lot of people throughout this whole K situation, there's been a lot of people, it's been like half and half. It's some people that's like, K, he get what he get, y'all be going in. And then some people, they want to hear all of the nitty gritty and the details with this whole situation as well. And then the third option is people is just like, listen, I'm over this whole K situation and I just want to hear nothing but the facts, okay? That's where y'all are at with that also. So if you've missed it, Az put up a video on her channel on YouTube, y'all. She put up, I think it was like a 15-minute video where she was just discussing how she's planning on starting this series, I guess, on YouTube, where she's going to be talking about everything and answering people's questions, y'all. And so here's an article that's talking about it. This is hotnewhiphop.com, and it basically says that Az will tell everything about K relationship, and I'm paraphrasing for those of you that are new to the channel. We have a lingo on this channel where we use, other names for other people's names for YouTube purposes, okay? And this is by Aaron A. It was posted April the 26th, 2020. And there's already like 9.7K views on this. And it says that Az is planning a new YouTube series detailing the 5-year relationship she had with K. Now, on this video, she's talking about how her talking about the situation is helping her therapeutically. She mentioned, which, a thing that I loved is that she was going to therapy, because that's always good when, you come out of a situation and you start to get help in counseling after you have come out of a traumatic situation, so that you can make sense, you can start to make sense and regain, a peace of mind, okay? Yeah, so, like I was saying, you all, like, I feel like the Most High God is a way maker. He's a counselor. So, I'm here for anybody that is trying to get themselves on track, you feel me, and taking the necessary steps that they need to take, okay? Like, there's nothing wrong with people talking out their feelings and their emotions and giving their testimonial. I feel like as long as they're healthy and they're doing it in a healthy way, that's all that should matter with that. Now, I did, I feel where she coming from, where she's saying like she feels like she needs to vocalize it. I feel it, but I'm a little nervous, for her also, because the last time that she was just like very vocal and just like talked about, like an example, talked about that brownie situation. Everybody I felt like they kind of came for her harshly, or they just, it's kind of like I said, when it comes to transparency, it's like a slippery slope. Are you giving the enemy information on you to use on you to try to bring you down? You feel what I'm saying? The more and more your thoughts in your mind, the only person that hear your thoughts in your mind is the Most High God, right? But once you start vocalizing stuff, that's when the enemy knows where to dispatch different people to intercept and to make stuff happen and keep you away from certain stuff that pertains to your destiny also. So you have to keep, it's kind of like a slip, I feel like it's a slippery slope. Yeah, sometimes it's good to tell your testimony. And I will never forget, I had a family member tell me, like, sometimes it's good to talk about things, but if you kind of like dwell on those things for, you know, a long time, the enemy could use that as a way to you know, to get in and to stay in, and to keep you from stuff as well, like keep you stuck in a place when it's like you gotta sometimes pick up your mat and rise up so that God could open up the Most High God, Elohim, Yahweh, our Elohim, he could take you to that next level. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like her talking to, you know, a therapist is good, but some of these people on the internet, you feel me, we all know it's some people that is on some bugged out type of time that's on this internet, that necessarily it would not be a good thing to be transparent with them. I know a lot of people feel like because we personal or whatever and we on camera, you know, sometimes people feel like they're getting to know you before you even, you know, meet them. So that's something that you got to kind of watch out for, like people sitting in the cut waiting for you to spill different information to come for you. That's how the enemy works. That's the only concern that I had, was for her as a young woman with that, because there are a lot of people that's on the internet that are weirdos, okay? And then you disclosing things that somebody like a K had you doing, and we already know what type of stuff he had folks doing with the brownie type stuff and the golden sprays and stuff. Y'all know what I mean. I'm being cool because this is YouTube. You know, the multiple girl relationships and the twa situations with the 3 folks and who knows. And she mentioned that something that stuck out to me that she said was she met a celebrity before K, but K was like this, I guess, the celebrity that kind of took advantage. And it's like she was saying that all celebrity relationships is not like that. I just feel like personally that, like, in the time that we in, I feel like that this should just be very clear that there has been many people who have, honey, been vocal themselves about the industry, and K was not the first person to be a K in the industry, okay? Like there's more than K, especially due to the time that we in right now and all of the access to information and stuff like that. So you got to do your due diligence with your research though. But it's like K learned that from that. He's not the originator of the type of time he was on, okay? The type of things he was into. K being somebody that was a Vic earlier in his life himself, he just got pulled into an industry that further pulled him in and had him on some type of time. And it's like anything that has to do with sin, in the beginning you may have control, but the more and more that you sin and you kind of just, the light is dimmed, the more and more the enemy could pull you in and just have you on some bugged out type of time. So that was very interesting that her mindset was like, oh, well, K was like that. That doesn't mean other people is going to be like that. That industry is, we all know who the Prince of the Air is, okay? We not confused about that. And if you don't know who the Prince of the Air, look it up, do your due diligence. That's why the Most High God says, you know, his people perish due to the lack of knowledge. But that was something interesting that she said also. And let me see what else they're talking about here. It says things are far from over for K, who seems likely to spend the remainder of his days, behind in the lockup, okay? And it says his ex-girlfriend, as officially left his side last year following a dispute with Joy. I don't know why they try to make it seem like following that. She said that she left because she felt like he was not telling the truth to Joy or using Joy, and then now they talking about she left due to a dispute. And so this could have been what she was saying when she said that she mentioned Tasha, and she was basically saying that bloggers put out a bit of the truth and they kind of put their own little theories on it or whatever. So this could be something that she's talking about, where she plans on telling the story from her side. So I am interested to see what she has to say from her side. It says that Az is back home now, away from Kay, and getting her life back on track after a tumultuous 5 years living with Kay and Joy. Many have approached her to share her story, especially after, that whole series, part 1 and 2 aired. However, it appears that she's rejecting offers from any major network to use her own platform to share the story. I don't really know. I don't really know about that, folks, because here's the interesting part about that. Some of these people that do blog, certain people have slipped up and said that some of these people, they do call TMZ and these different type of people to give their little scenario and to make it seem like offers and stuff is coming out. So who really knows about that? I have the question of, right, if it was all these offers, right? Because typically people do that to kind of sell themselves, to make it seem like they're in high demand. But if it was all of these offers, or supposedly it's supposed to be all these offers, why hasn't big media picked up her story? Or why hasn't she put this in a book? Even if she was to like chronicle or journal her feelings, right? Her putting it in a book for the people that are into hearing like the gritty details, because some people don't really want to hear the gritty details about what Kay was doing, but there is a market for people who do want to hear that. So if she would have chronicled and put it in a book, the people who wanted to hear the the gritty and details, they would have been able to pay to hear about that, and at least it could have been something that way if she was telling her story, as opposed to on YouTube, to where it's just like, you feel me? Y'all know how YouTube feel about Kay and sensitive type of subjects. Y'all know they are not here for that. But anyway, I haven't really seen a lot of big box media coming to the forefront to be like, oh yeah, let me sit down and talk to you. I mean, I haven't seen Dr. Oz, and he talked to a lot of people, like Carrie. He talked to a lot of the people that I've seen. I mean, I've seen Lisa on other things like TMZ, basically the big box media. Like, I mean, you would have thought that after she would have came out that Gail would have probably said nothing, which probably not, because she went on there and disrespected Gail, like, and then lied to Gail, admitted that she lied to Gail. And then not only that, I mean, you don't even have any of Lady O's or OP's other folks besides Gail. You don't even have like Dr. Phil, Dr. Who else she know? Ayanla, fix my life, reaching out. So supposedly it's supposed to be like, oh, it's still going. Supposedly it's supposed to be like these offers, and we're not seeing that manifest. So my question would be, did they somehow BLK list her from going forward? Because that is something that they do in the industry, from getting on a major media outlet, basically. Like, who wouldn't want to hear her story? Or did she just come out and just do a lot of stuff with the whole, oh, I'm gonna give y'all a nibble of this here, I'm gonna give y'all a nibble of this here, as a way to kind of like get a social media following and stuff like that. And it kind of just made people be like, okay, it was just so much chattiness and so much this and flip flop 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 flop, that it just caused the whole, like, I'm not even interested in this. You feel me? And then, like I said before, telling on the king of R&B, or they supposed the king of R&B, I don't know, like, a lot of those people in the industry, I'm not saying any names or whatever, I'm just making a, you know, a little statement. There's been people that came out, that have come out, you know, from the industry, that said a lot of these people be on the same type of time that K be on. So would they have a person that's vocal like an Az around? That was a question that I had asked or whatever. But she did share. She said she put like little text messages and stuff on the screen on her video, where she kind of was talking about her relationship a little bit, and how, you know, she was young, and this is how she felt like he was able to be manipulative and get her to believe a lot of stuff, which I fully believe that Kay could have been, how whereas we saying a manipulative liar. That's who you gotta watch out for. I really do believe that Kay could have been on that type of time. A lot of men, not all, but some men who have multiple girlfriends or whatever situations they have, you know, they finesse. They tell one, oh, I love you, and I ain't really messing with her. You know how they do it. She said she was going to be talking about things in great detail, because she felt like a lot of the other women, they kind of told their story, but they didn't really get into, you know, great detail, which I personally feel like a lot of those women, they did tell a lot of details, like, that was not necessarily favorable. Like Lisa mentioned how he had her in a situation where she had to, y'all know, with somebody that's not necessarily able to be on some adult type of time. So a lot of people have shared, you know, a lot of gritty details. So I'm just trying to figure out what more would she bring for details, because we already know that he be doing like golden spray type of stuff. We already know about the weird old brownie in the cup, him messing with multiple women in different type of times, and having them call him daddy, and the sweatsuits and all of that. Speaking of the sweatsuit, she mentioned how she's gaining her confidence back, and I felt like that was very good to hear. Like, she's starting to not feel you know, weird about, or feeling like she has betrayed him by not wearing you know, sweats all the time. And she says she wants to wear a bathing suit. She wants, you know, if she wants to, you know, dress the way she wants to dress, which I feel like is good, because a person shouldn't have that much control over another person. You just have to make sure, like I said, everything has spiritual aspects. You just have to make sure that through your expression, like clothing wise, that you're not attracting the same type of energy Kay was attracted to in the beginning. That's the only thing that you have to think about. You feel what I'm saying? Other than that, it's not really like a big deal. Like, I think that she is, you could tell that, you know, more and more as the day goes by, or the days goes by, you can see that she is regaining her confidence, which that's a good thing. Because for that man to have, you know, had that much of a grip on these young women is crazy. Like, I really think that's crazy. Yeah, like, so anyway, like I was saying, y'all, like, Kay was known for his player type of image that he created for, like, or I would say that was kind of manufactured for him. And so that's why I kind of was like, you know, girl, we don't need to hear about the other people that, you know, was flings or whatever. Like, it is what it is. Dude had a certain appetite for things, and he probably was flying women in and out. Like, but she did mention that I like the bright side of this whole situation is, I just was happy that she mentioned that she had started going to therapy, and that she, you know, was learning not to hold, you know, her feelings in, and that she just wants to be vocal. y'all, like, if y'all was to see some of these comments that, you know, people are saying on these sites, and I've been going to different sites. There's been a lot of different sites that have been talking about this. I think Madame Noir, High New Hip Hop, and like I said, it's kind of like half and half. Some people are like, they say charge K. Somebody, and this is like a top comment in red, and I don't understand why it's in red. Okay, it says, tell this B to get lost. She was riding with this N. Now the money ran out and she clout chasing. You wanted us to believe you when you was vouching for him, and now you switching up your story. Why should anybody believe you now? And one person is like, y'all, I'm not gonna read all of these, but like, people are going in. One man is like, and men throw B around like it's something bad. It makes me feel empowered when one of you ish faces all me a honey. I'm not even gonna try, but I think he's mentioning that brownie incident that she was vocal about before with that precedent series. This is why I said that transparency sometimes is not good, because a lot of people are not versed in, you know, areas of forgiveness, and just knowing that there's none good but the Father. Okay, the only person that was blameless was Yeshua. Okay, so a lot of these people are not versed in those areas. And somebody said, this is how her story goes. So after I brownie in a cup, and I'm paraphrasing, he made me a golden spray smoothie. So they're kind of making jokes about this. How you know her and YouTube don't have a deal to tell the story? You know why? Because YouTube, they don't allow sensitive. If you notice, like, anybody that's a YouTuber on certain settings, like, you could review the type of content that you're putting up on YouTube, and they rank it a certain way. So if you got like stuff where you know, using a lot of choice words, or, you know, talking about stuff that is a no-go, no, like, YouTube has really like put the hammer down with a lot of types of content on YouTube. So I don't know about all of that. Okay, so here's some good ones, y'all. Leave the girl alone, guys. I'm sure she's been through enough. Don't think it has much to do with dollar signs, at least not as much as y'all think. If she wanted money, she could get it right now. I'm sure she's been offered a lot to tell her story. And that's, like I said, that goes back to the question, why hasn't any of these big media, like, she says that she rejected some, I'm not sure, like, or the article said, let me not say she said, the article said that she rejected some offers. I'm not sure how much I believe that, because she did the story in the, what was it, the Las Vegas, the Sun, and it really didn't get a lot of traction from that. And I'm sure from the moment that she came out, it was career. So going on a big media outlet, like, you know, sitting down with Gail, talking to Dr. Phil, Dr. Oz, talking to Ayanla, where there's going to be millions and millions of people, I don't see nobody passing something like that up. And if they wanted the story or the exclusive rights to something, I'm sure that they have a bag to be able to drop on it. But because of how she in the media, her and, you know, her and company mishandle her own story, where people are saying that it's looking like it's some instability, like unstableness, that's probably why they not just dropping a bag on a lot of stuff. You feel me? Because nobody would tell their story for free on YouTube unless I just feel like, unless it was maybe no other options, you feel me? Or they just kind of want to build, like I said, put the bait out for people that they want to nibble the story that they want to put out, and do a series so that people could subscribe to the channel and be interested in, I guess the other stuff that she's doing on her channel. That's kind of just what my opinion is. Let me see. This other person is being real disrespectful. Pay attention, young HOEs. This is not what to do. She blanks him. She gets money. He goes to lock up, so no more money. She snitches. Upcoming HOEs, please avoid this, especially if you don't want to be aired out as a HOE. Then the same person that has the top comment, you know, you have men on here like lusting and being weird, like the K's of the world. I'm not reading any more of the foolishness or whatever. I don't really feel like people should go hard on the girl or whatever. But yeah, this is the type of stuff that has been going on, you all. Are y'all here for As Is series? Let me know in the comment section below. It's KingBritneyChanel. You already know. Definitely make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all soon on the next video. Hey honeys, thank you for watching my video. And if you haven't, definitely make sure you check out my Teespring, KingBritneyChanel Couture, where you can find my latest merch. I upload a lot of new designs frequently, so definitely make sure you check it out. We have mugs, we have wall tapestries, canvas art, pillows, fleece blankets, apparel, and so much more. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all on my next video.